This is part 2 of the railroad design. If you've seen part 1, you saw what a mess the room is. Well, the room's still a mess. Overall, though, the shelves on the upper deck where the O-gauge Lionel stuff is going to be run is in place. So I had some leftover 3/4 inch ply, tongue and groove stuff that I cut into strips 8 feet long. Made these planks up here, put the studs on the wall at 16-inch center. These are just 1x3 strips, 36 inches long. And then I had 30 shelf brackets sitting around. I didn't know I had that many, but I was lucky because these things aren't cheap. And I put them on the studs at the upper level, about 13 inches from the ceiling all around. Leaves plenty of room to run O-gauge up there. You could actually run G-gauge up there if you had the desire to do it. On this plywood, you could probably lay on it. It can support enough weight. The main issue was to have no gradient for me. I just wanted to make sure it was level or plumb from the ceiling, and you have a level running track going all around. The joists sticking out are also 1x3. They're dry fit. They're not level. They're just sort of placeholders on top of the brackets right now to see how it looks. They're all 18 inches long, coming out 19 inches off the wall actually. So I want them even at the ends because that's where the fascia, or up there, it's a valance where the lighting is going to go under and sort of cover the brackets and the unsightly wood that's up there. That will be where I mount all around, and that overhang will have lighting, any kind of hidden wiring, stuff like that, supporting those shelves up there. Not going to be much to this update. Still couldn't organize the room, obviously, because I have no place to put anything. Now at least I have shelves up here. You can see where it spans the door, where it spans the closet door and the window. There's a little bit more of a gap. That's obviously not 16 inch on center there, but that area is going to be an open bridge and open bridge. So I have plenty of Lionel bridges I can put in up there. And as I move forward, it's pretty much the same over here. The only different area right here is where this doorway is. So I put the supports up above the door, so when the door opens, it clears underneath that. And when the HO layout goes above the light switch area, about 5 feet high, that's going to be in front of the door. The door opens inward toward me, and it'll clear. It won't hit that. I'll cut the corner there. Otherwise, you have the closet here, and another gap for the bridge is right there. So next up, I'm reinforcing this area currently because that's about 4 feet wide, or close to 4 feet wide there, and that's some heavy plywood. So I'm reinforcing that area, some corners, and then after that I'm just going to clean up all of this 3-rail track, which is sitting on this table. I believe I have about 120 feet of track. So I'll clean that up. I'll get the joiners together. If I need some new pieces, I'll get those, and some new joiners. And at that point, I'll start to dry test fit all of it around. I'll do 1 loop, and then eventually I'll put enough up there to get 2 continuous loops. Make sure they're insulated from each other, so I'll run them on 2 separate throttles. And maybe the next video will be running of those trains, so I'll probably have them running soon up overhead, which is good because in the last layout I put the O-gauge layout up above as an afterthought because I ended up doing that later on as opposed to the HO. This time I'm doing it first so I can work underneath it. All this area where the naked studs are on the wall, you got the 16-inch centers and 3 feet long studs coming down. There's going to be another set of brackets that I still have to purchase, and those are going to be at differing heights. It's not all going to be level because I'm going to do an open grid bench work for HO here. And once I do that, it'll give another platform that I can support the HO layout down below. In between, if I can get my finger in here, in between about this point here and here is a foot to 18 inches all around, and that's going to be the viewing window of the HO layout. It's not going to be all of this wood. The bottom part of the wood here is going to be covered by bench work and a fascia going around the layout where you mount your throttles and such, and up here is going to be valance going around with lighting. So you're only going to see this window in between no more than about 18 inches. And that'll be illuminated by overhead LED strip lighting that's tucked into the brackets. I might do some accent lighting up above as well, but we'll see as we go. That's too far ahead to really worry about. Same thing with the fascia and the valance. It's too far ahead because if I put it in too early and paint it, then I may end up needing to remove it. But yeah, I'm not going to be going 10 minutes in this video. I'm pretty much done with what I needed to put here. It was a lot of work for me because I had to make sure that it was level from the ceiling down, which was a little different than what I was used to. What was nice though was these brackets acted as handholds, so I could be up on a step ladder and hold on to a lot of these brackets while I was doing the work. Everything's mounted into studs, so there's plenty of strength to hold on to things. But that concludes part 2, and stay tuned for part 3, which I don't have a timeline on it, but I don't think it'll take me more than a week. Talk to you later.